Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. The concept of national security rests mainly on the proposition that many foreign and domestic political, economic, and military issues are interrelated, each with implications on the other. In India's case, this has been highlighted by insurgencies and other political events, particularly in border states and other outside pressures which are brought to bear on the country's economy and technological progress from time to time. A response to this type of environment calls for a highly focused national security policy and strategy. Effective guidance on national security and defense policy objectives is fundamental to the defense planning process. National security is a relative matter without a firm criteria, but unless firm national security objectives are set and a defense policy evolved, there can be no military doctrine or balancing of defense effort with other national objectives and priorities such as maintaining a viable economy and supporting development of society. The lack of a cohesive national security strategy and defense policy has many implications. First, it results in the absence of clear political direction regarding politico military objectives, which is the very basis of sound defense planning. Secondly, there is inadequate coordination of defense plan and economic development. Finally, science and technology policies for defense, generally industrialization and other development programs, are not coordinated properly to achieve security goals and objectives. A defense plan has to be prepared on the basis of a 15 long years perspective planning system such that the first 5 years of the plan are very firm, the second 5 year less firm, and the third 5 year term tentative. There has to be a reasonably firm allocation of financial resources for the first 5 years and an indicative allocation for the subsequent period. Perspective planning needs to be done in the integrated defense headquarters where military, technical and R&D experts take an integrated view of future threats and challenges. This has to be based on future battlefield scenarios and array of forecasts, evaluation of strategic options and force mixes, and analysis of potential technical and industrial capabilities. Based on this, the respective service should work on their perspective plans and the R&D and defense production supplies experts should spell out their requirements in terms of effort, technology and indigenous production. As stated earlier, the CDS, who would be the cornerstone of integrated operational planning for defense, has not been appointed. India's defense planning therefore continues to be service based. Often the threat perception of one service is at variance with that of another service. What emerges is essentially a sum of total of service or department wise programs. The focus is not on overall goals or priorities but on what is required by a particular service in its endeavor to lay the groundwork for an increased share of the budget. Each service tends to exercise its own priorities, favoring its own plans to the detriment of joint plans. Subjects like surveillance, air defense, electronic warfare, and amphibious operations, which relate to more than one service, do not get adequate attention. Integrated planning for defense is essential for creating balanced force structures and for the successful execution of all military missions. In fact, it is the most effective manner of ensuring effective defense. According to Charles Hitch, the revolution in military technology has not only changed the character of our military programs, it has also, to a significant degree, blurred the lines of demarcation among various services. Stop. Thank you.